Starting June 1st, get ready for more passion, more ambition, more of what you love. Port Charles, the new daytime drama from the producers of General Hospital. How far will you go to get more?
Help new eyes.
A daytime to remember. I'm Reba McIntyre, and over the years, General Hospital has given us all some affairs to remember. Today, we're going back to 1980 to rekindle the love affair between Rick Weber and Monica Quartermain. Working side by side in the operating room at General Hospital, they fell in love. And they should have lived happily ever after, right? Well, that's the way fairy tale romances are supposed to end. But soap operas are not fairy tales, and Monica's vengeful husband was no Prince Charming. When Alan found out that Monica and Rick were having an affair, he went off the deep end and plotted to kill them both. He bought a gun, took a little target practice, and headed for their love nest on the Port Charles waterfront. Here's a real affair to remember from General Hospital.
I'm wrong.
So far, I don't see anything that resembles...
Cost you?
What?
I don't know. But I tell you, I want you to hold this. I have a...
What?
I have a...
What reason?
Tracy, listen.
I tried it, dear. I tried it,
I'm never going to let you go again.
Oh, I love you so.
You better. You absolutely better.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I'm finally here. We're together.
I made you a promise, and I keep my promises.
You mean to tell me I've fallen in love with a totally honest man?
Well, he trusts me.
Well, you said I would like this place, and I do. I think it's just wonderful. Perfect.
You do like it?
Perfect. The only thing missing would be music.
You just said the magic word.
Oh, you're kidding. You have thought of everything.
I wanted the day to be perfect.
It has been. No, it is.
How's that?
Lovely.
No. No, you are lovely.
And I think this is the loveliest day of my life.
You better get used to them.
You make it be more like this?
Oh, yes, and every day is going to be better than the last. I promise you that. This is just the beginning for us.
You sound so confident.
I am confident. The rest of our lives are for us and our son.
You really think we're going to have our son?
Yes, I think that Alan will realize that our son belongs with us.
I hear you say it. I believe it.
This is the beginning. And nothing is ever going to keep us apart again. You so completely for so long.
so long, I just wanted to hold you and crush you in my arms. You are more beautiful than you have ever been. All right, what's wrong?
He's perfect.
No, I know you're blushing.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You're blushing.
I don't believe I have waited so long for this. And then I feel like a schoolgirl.
You're nervous.
It's ridiculous.
No. No, to me, it's very appealing.
I love you so.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Love it when good things happen to good people? Nurse Jessie Brewer was the best. General Hospital's best nurse and everyone's best friend. But it had been years since Jessie had a beau. Granted, after 3 marriages, 6 lovers, 2 lost children, 2 murder trials, and a partridge in a pear tree, Jessie wasn't exactly a woman on the make. But just when she wasn't expecting to find herself a man, along came kindly Dan Rooney, hospital administrator, and he took a shine to Jessie. You had to practically peel old Dan away from the 7th floor nurses station when Jessie was behind the desk. See what I mean?
Now, before Mrs. Brewer. Will you tell him we're sorry? No, there isn't any more cake anyway, and if he complains about his diet again, we're going to have him transferred to Mercy. Thank you.
Where's that beautiful smile I love so much?
Don't start with me, Dan.
Uh-oh, trouble with a patient?
Mr. Carpenter on 7.
Oh, is he that one the nurses call the old grouch?
That's the one.
What's he complaining about now? La cuisine de l'hôpital général?
Something to that effect, yes. He just called the nurse's station and said that with his dinner he would like to have some of the cake he saw going down the hall earlier.
Oh, for Jeremy's going home party.
Right.
Which one did he see?
Oh, he saw both. The one that Mrs. Grant made and the one that Bobby and I made.
It was certainly some party. Jeremy's face lit up like a Christmas tree. Which reminds me...
Dan, no more Santa Claus stories. We have enough at the party.
Oh, if you're not careful, they're going to start calling you the old grouch.
I'm sorry.
That's better. Did Ann get Jeremy home okay?
Oh, yes, she did. And I wish you'd seen him leave. He was so excited and so happy. He really was exhausted, but he was grinning from ear to ear. And Jeff was following him all the way down the hall with laundry bags full of presents.
Hospital laundry bag?
Mr. Administrator, don't ask.
I didn't hear a thing.
Oh, that's something I've always dreamed about, just working side by side with you.
Then we can go home at the end of a long day and have a candlelit dinner. And make love.
You know, by the time you do open the clinic, I will file for divorce.
Yeah.
Could we live together?
I didn't hear that question.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Please, could we?
No.
You're so noble.
Monica.
And right.
Monica, neither one of us want to hurt Leslie or Ellen any more than we have to. Once we have our divorces and they're final, then we can get married.
You're just so old-fashioned. Is that it?
Yeah, and you know, I haven't really officially asked you to marry me, have I?
No, as a matter of fact, you haven't.
God, I wonder if I will.
Well, I suggest you think about it, considering the fact that our son happens to be 6 months old.
Well, that isn't very old-fashioned, is it?
Not exactly.
Your Honor, I climbed the outside stairs of the cottage, broke down the door, and caught the wife I adored in the act of making love to another man. I fired 2 shots at close range, killing both my wife and her lover.
Jessie, me darling, your troubles are over.
What troubles?
The carpenter up on the 7th floor.
Now, troubles with him are over?
Yeah, I went to see him personally.
Oh, you met the old grouch.
Oh, come on now, Jess. He's not such a bad egg.
Like rotten eggs, he's wonderful.
Well, I thought since I'm the hospital administrator, I might have a little clout with him. I know he's been a pain in the,
Dan?
7th floor, so I thought if I spoke to him man to man, I could get him to stop annoying the nurses.
Well, thank you. In what way did you speak to him?
Well, I made a little deal.
What kind of a deal?
Well, he agreed to stop annoying the nurses, and I agreed to 1 piece of angel food cake with every dinner.
Oh, Dan.
Oh, come on, it's not such a big deal, Jessie. Besides, I spoke to Dietary. It can't hurt him a bit. And he's off your back.
Well, thank you very much. Was there some special reason for this mission of mercy?
Are you insinuating that I have ulterior motives?
Have you?
Of course not. I'm just trying to help you in your job.
Well, that's very nice. I think I better help myself in this job because if I don't get these schedules done, I'll be in trouble with my boss.
Oh, that's what I love about you, Jessie. You're such a hard worker.
That's very romantic.
And caring. And understanding.
I think I'm being set up.
Well, there is one small thing I have to tell you.
Oh, all right. What's that?
Well, it has to do with the poker game tonight.
Well, I know about that. I'm playing bridge with the girls, remember?
Yeah, well, they all sort of tie in together.
In what way?
Well, you see, the boys and I, well, we just found out that we don't have any place to play. We were supposed to play at Audrey and Steve's, but since it's Jeremy's first night home, Ann wanted to spend the evening with him alone.
That's understandable.
And Jeff and Joe's apartment is so small
I don't think I want to hear this.
that I volunteered our place.
You're not serious.
Oh, but I am.
Well, why couldn't you play at Dick's? I mean, what's wrong with that?
You wouldn't want the guys all to drive down to the waterfront, would you?
I certainly would.
Well, no, that's not being very thoughtful, Jessie.
Very thoughtful.
You're raising your voice.
Well, of course I am. I'm upset. All right, Dan. Now, you listen to me. From the time you moved in with us, you knew about the bridge game.
Well, here comes Audrey and Steve. We can have a second opinion, and a third.
Dan,
Well, if it isn't General Hospital's happiest couple.
Oh, I'm glad you noticed that, Steve.
Is something wrong, Jesse? Dan and I were just having a quiet discussion.
Which could be heard all the way up on the 10th floor.
Well, we had a very small disagreement.
Yes, just a slight. It was about the poker game.
Oh, Jessie, we really appreciate your offering your place.
What do you mean by offering my Well, Steve told me. And, you know, Anne is really going to appreciate having the house to herself with Tommy and Jeremy tonight. I was a little curious about the bridge game, though. That's the question of the year.
Well, I suggested Diana Taylor's place.
But that's a marvelous idea. She's been dying to show off her place.
And she wouldn't have to get a babysitter.
Did you two plan this together?
She thinks we're in cahoots because I said exactly the same thing. She doesn't realize we men are practical persons. What do you say, Jesse?
I just don't understand why you couldn't find someone else's apartment to use. Well, I don't think that Diana's going to mind the switch. That isn't the point.
What is the point, Jessie?
Well, I just don't want Dan telling everybody in the hospital why he's using my place.
Because he's there only during the day and goes back to the Metropolitan Club to sleep?
Precisely.
Well, Jessie, I can't imagine Dan wanting to explain that part of the bargain either.
Well, you can say that again.
When are you going to remedy this situation, anyway? I mean, how much longer is this live-in without bedroom privileges going to last, Jessie?
Oh, come on, Steve.
I think it's a logical question, don't you, Audrey?
Leave me out of it.
Well, it seems logical to me. Now, why don't you take pity on this poor man and marry him? Well, you let me know what you decide about the poker game. Audrey and I will be in the cafeteria if you need us. Come on, Audrey.
See you later.
I didn't put him up to that, honest. But since he asked, when are you going to marry me?
Hey. Hey, look. Come on, you gotta stop.
Why do we have to stop?
Because if we don't, I may never be able to leave here.
We have no plans for leaving now.
It'd be beautiful to stay with ever after.
Just tell you what I'm telling you. Not ever.
I think this has just been the loveliest day. I can't ever remember being this happy. Except for the night that our son was conceived.
How was he?
Perfect. Perfect. And asking every day when we're going to be together, yeah.
Talking in 6 months, that's good. That's
Of course, I told you he's brilliant. This isn't a dream, is it? I mean, we really are going to be together someday, aren't we?
Yes, we are. Nothing is ever going to keep us apart again.
Oh, we don't know. We really don't know that Alan is going to let you adopt your son.
I know.
Thank you for believing him.
Don't you believe?
You hold me in your arms, I can look in your eyes, yes. I also know it's what you've always wanted in this whole world, and that's a son.
Not a son, our son.
You're spoiled and rotten, you know.
Only a little bit, and that's what a father is for.
Alan used to love to buy him. We're not going to deal with those things anymore. I mean, we're not going to look back, Rick. We're not going to feel guilty about Leslie or Laura or Alan anymore.
No, we can't go back. Maybe we can make up in some way for all the people we've hurt by being the very best husband and wife medical team in Port Charles. Maybe in the whole state of New York.
Husband and wife. Doctor team, boy, I like the sound of that.
We'll take care of every patient that comes in to us. And those that can't afford it, well, it'll come out of my staff salary at the hospital.
Oh, and mine too, you know, we're a team.
Oh, yes, we are a team, and I happen to be the captain of that team.
Oh, so I take it we play by your rules, huh?
Exactly.
Well, would you mind telling me exactly what they are?
No, I don't explain my rules. I demonstrate them.
Hey, buddy, watch where you're going, huh?
Sorry, mister, I didn't see you.
Talk about a twist of fate. A gas leak causes an explosion just as Alan is about to commit his calculated crime of passion. We'll never know if he really would have shot his wife and her lover, but we do know that he gave in and agreed to give Monica her divorce so she could be with Rick. And Monica couldn't wait for the divorce to become final because just a few days later, she discovered that her baby had the exact same birthmark as Alan. That could only mean one thing. Rick wasn't AJ's father. Alan was. Monica prayed that Alan would never find out, and she was not about to tell Rick. We'll see how Monica deals with that dilemma tomorrow. And we'll also look back at Port Charles' most famous lovers on the run, Luke and Laura. Come on back tomorrow. The fun is just beginning. Still affair to remember from General Hospital.
I don't see anything that resembles.
You?
What?
I don't know. But I tell you, I want you to hold this. I have a
What reason?
Tracy, listen.
I tried it, dear. I tried it,
Starting June 1st, get ready for more passion, more ambition, more of what you love. Port Charles, the new daytime drama from the producers of General Hospital. How far will you go to get more?
Help new eyes.
A daytime to remember. I'm Reba McIntyre, and over the years, General Hospital has given us...
Really honest man.
Well, he trusts me.
Well, you said I would like this place, and I do. I think it's just wonderful. Perfect.
You do like it?
Perfect. The only thing missing would be music.
You just said the magic word.
Oh, you're kidding. You have thought of everything.
I wanted the day to be perfect.
It has been. No, it is.
How's that?
Lovely.
No, you are lovely.
And I think this is the loveliest day of my life.
You better get used to them.
Hold me. Just hold me.
I'm never going to let you go again.
Oh, I love you so.
You better. You absolutely better.
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. Finally here. We're together.
I made you a promise, and I keep my promises.
You mean to tell me I've fallen in love with a total...
Some affairs to remember. Today we're going back to 1980 to rekindle the love affair between Rick Weber and Monica Quartermain. Working side by side in the operating room at General Hospital, they fell in love. And they should have lived happily ever after, right? Well, that's the way fairy tale romances are supposed to end. But soap operas are not fairy tales, and Monica's vengeful husband was no Prince Charming. When Alan found out that Monica and Rick were having an affair, he went off the deep end and plotted to kill them both. He bought a gun, took a little target practice, and headed for their love nest on the Port Charles waterfront. Here's a real